So when we get to the boat, we can either look for that special chisel now, or go exploring for a little while. I'm happy with whatever you want to do.
Say less.
Mimir, you never did tell me why Freya spit in your face.
Well, she blames me in large measure for her present circumstances, and not totally without reason. It all goes back to the long war between the Aesir and Vanir. Prior to that, wars for the Aesir were easily won, but the Vanir had proved their equal and exacted devastating damage. Both sides suffered tremendous losses, and for many of us, quite frankly, war was simply no fun anymore, but a rather senseless waste of precious life. Wouldn't you agree, brother? Precisely. Enough was enough. And at last, Odin's most brilliant advisor became determined to find a more enlightened path. He set about to broker a peace between the gods. It took some convincing, but ultimately Odin was persuaded to marry his deadliest enemy, a certain Vanir goddess, legendary not only for her fertile beauty, but her genius at the very Vanir magic that Odin had long aspired to master.
Freya married Odin? What was in it for her?
It was a sacrifice to protect her people, a selfless act of love. Truly, she deserves better than she got. But of course, there's more to that story.
Ready? Sons of bitches!
Summoning jutsu.
Divine Axe, Rita!
Never seen one of those before. They look like they walked straight out of hell.
Going deep! Oh no, man.
Fafnir. I always wondered what became of him.
Wait, Fafnir? Fafnir's storeroom Fafnir?
The very one.
But Sindri said he was a dwarf.
He was. Now he's a dragon. Funny how life works, isn't it?
He's chained up.
Perhaps we should keep an eye out for binding shrines and free the poor bastard. Aye, lads?
How did your friend become a dragon, Mimir?
Oh, he's no friend of mine. This little sea road was a constant source of annoyance amongst Aesir and Vanir alike.
Then why free him?
Trust the recently liberated brother. No one deserves to be held captive like this. A creepy little dwarf come dragon.
I said,
Never answered the boy's question there. How did this dwarf become a dragon?
I don't know for certain, though I'd wager his penchant for stealing magical artifacts had something to do with it. Must have stolen a trinket from the wrong Vanir goddess.
Drakkar! I lost my boy!
uh-oh, he looks tough. Laser beam! You don't sing it!
Swords time.
Come back to me, son. Come back to me.
Kitty punch.
Kneel before my awesomeness! Let's finish this! still. Got you now, bitch.
Finally.
He's heating up! There you go, you wee little bugger. Well, the dragon hasn't done much for his personality.
I have a favor to ask. Just a small favor, really. Do you remember the dagger you gave me?
The dagger stabbed into the Reaper's back? His own son killed him? Yeah, I haven't forgotten that one.
Well, I traced it to a group of Reavers that operate out of the Northry stronghold. I'd wager that's where they took their haul from Fafnir's storeroom, along with that whetstone that I could use to help you.
I can't believe Odin and Freya were ever married.
Love and hate are more closely intertwined than you might imagine. For instance, Odin hates the giants and they him. But Thor's own mother was the giantess Fjorgun, one of Odin's great loves.
So Thor is half god and half giant? Weird.
Once Fjorgun was gone, lonely ages passed for Odin. And as war with the Vanir raged, I could see what he really wanted beneath his bluster. And we'll pick this up later.
What are you doing in my swamp?
The kid lived. Jesus.
Tell me when!
I said
Our enemies are strong.
help recovery.
Yo, wait! Oh, let me... Shut up.
I did okay, yeah?
Adequate.
Hi, go! That takes care of that.
I said
Again.
Ah, Ratatoska. Interesting story there.
He's silent.
he's gonna kick me again, isn't he?
Looks like he got him off. So you were saying Odin was lonely? And that's why he was always at war?
Nothing quite so simple. but I hoped that love might temper him and give us a chance for peace. And after no small amount of convincing, Freya agreed. For a while there, he really turned on the charm. He seemed happy. He seemed interested in making her happy. He granted her so many wishes I can scarcely recall them all. But the peace held, and I truly believed all had worked out better than I could have planned. But Odin's true face showed itself again in the end. He won Freya's trust, and she taught him some of her Vanir magic, another choice she would live to bitterly regret. Sadly, despite his wise counselors' best efforts to persuade him that peace was the only true path to stave off Ragnarok, Odin never let go of his obsession with Jotunheim. And we'll pick this up later.
Figured I'd run into one of you. I got time to kill you. Don't worry.
Finally, a worthy opponent. Our battle will be legendary.
In order, sir! In order, sir! In order, sir!
Sawando!
In order, sir!
Sawando!
In order, sir!
What's up? What's up, nigga? I'm ready.
In order, sir! In order, sir! Done my glass! Bathe in blood, Inuyasha!
I can't get.
In order, sir!
Wow, that was tough.
Well, you gentlemen certainly know how to get around. I know I've been up in a mountain for a while now, but since when do the dead not stay dead? A little resurrection among friends is one thing. I can hardly complain. But it's as if hell itself is shambling into Midgard.
Freya said the world was out of balance. That somebody meddled with forces.
Oh, that's plain to see. And Odin is the king of meddlers. But I shudder to think what he did to cause this. Perhaps it involves the Valkyries. That'd be playing a dangerous game indeed.
What do you want, dwarf?
I got another lead on my old pal on Vari. Meet me at the Lawnsoother mines. There's some fancy-dancy loot in it for you.
Another lead? But we already found him. Well, found his hand anyways.
I'll explain at the mines. These ones is just south of the river pass. Now you two want something, or you just gonna stand there all gag-scrapped and slack-jawed?
So Odin and Freya could have been happy. But he only wanted her magic?
Aye. The taste of Vanir magic led him to new forms of experimentation and new levels of depravity.
Okay. Obviously the marriage to Odin didn't last. But how did Freya end up a hermit in the woods?
Oh, that was a singular piece of cruelty, even for Odin. As if the marriage wasn't punishment enough. Freya was better to him than he deserved. She stuck it out through all manner of indignity, all in the name of maintaining peace and safety for her people. But Odin's madness, his tyranny, his corruption of her magics, it became more than she could stomach, and at long last she broke it off. Odin's wrath was fierce, and his curses upon her were more than she dared to fear.
But her magic was so much stronger than his.
After so much time together, he knew her vulnerabilities and exploited them to craft curses she could never break.
Oh, like not being able to leave Midgard.
Worse still, he robbed her of her warrior spirit. Freya cannot fight, even to defend herself. No living thing may she harm by blade nor spell. In a world this belligerent, what choice does she have but isolation?
Poor Freya. I guess if I was her, I'd spit in your face too.
Aye, lad. die.
Damn!
Talk to this here Reeve.
What? I can't hear your thoughts from rings, Brock. It's talking to me! It's Anvari!
Ha! Knew it.
He says he went to the Highlander mines to observe his mistake, but then the Soul Eater attacked, so as he was being ripped apart, he cast a spell that removed his soul and put in this ring. And then he...
What about all his stuff?
Huh?
Anvari had a workshop here with all sorts of posh doodads and ornatory tools, and one beaut of a hammer. You make mention of it still in there?
You're upsetting him.
Your point? Facts! You fellas take Anvari with you and go have a look-see. If you find his hammer, I'll whip up something real nice for you. Hey now, don't go forgetting your entry stone.
Anvari isn't happy about us taking his stuff.
I do not care.
My nigga.
I'm not gonna tell him that. Hostiles up ahead. Anvari says this dwarf was part of his crew. That he died because of his mistakes. He sounds sad.
The ring's grief is of little importance, boy.
Oh, he did not like that. He's warning us not to go down there.
Stop listening to the ring, boy. Cannot be trusted.
Ready and wait.
Come get some!
A soul eater.
And a traveler. Guard up.
Yukuzo.
At the ready.
Oh my. Set your bitch ass down. Look at him. Okay, you got it.
What do you mean it's your fault?
Boy, ignore him.
It's sort of tough for me to ignore. He says this chest will trigger a bunch of traps.
No, it wouldn't be me if I didn't lose, dude.
I see no traps.
Sounded so sure about it.
Lawyer!
Say something. What you say, nigga? Boy, you ain't saying shit but a word, boy.
I will make you suffer!
Open your eyes, pendejo.
Health recovery!
That's a gorilla slam and press slam.
That wouldn't be me if I didn't loot.
This is a fine hammer.
And Vari says thank you.
Here, the alchemist's hammer. His spirit is a nuisance.
Nah, Anvari always was an asshole. Hell of an alchemist, though. Hand him over here and I'll melt him down.
What? You're going to melt down your friend?
A trapped soul's what I need to give your reward some extra oomph. You don't want it?
Father, we can't do that. Here, you hold on to him. He's really useful, I promise.
Fine. So long as he proves his worth.
Now we're talking. I can work with this.
Kid's a bit of a softie, huh? Well, he'll grow out of it.
Oh, almost forgot. Brock, this is our new friend Amir.
We've met.
Oh, why didn't you say so?
He knows why. I know why. You know why.
Quiet. No more of this.
You know what? Sorry I brought it up.
Oh, we said that together like twins, man.
Amir, there was a shrine about a giant lady with lots of books and visions.
Ah, that would be Groa, the Knowledge Keeper. She was a gifted sorceress who gathered every tome of arcane wisdom she could find in the realms, all in the hopes of augmenting her powers of prophecy, that she might find her lost husband, Arvandil. But it was not her husband she would glimpse in her visions, for it was Groa, seeing longer and farther than any before or since, who witnessed Ragnarok, the end and the beginning. When Odin caught word of her ultimate prophecy, he maneuvered to obtain her knowledge and hoard it for himself. Groa knew Odin as a long-time patron of her services, and so she welcomed him into her library as a companion. What she did not know is that Odin himself was behind her husband's disappearance, having used his enchantments to conceal his death at Thor's hands from her sight. Smiling, jealous Odin took her by the throat, and with his very hands he stole her library and her life for his own.
I always knew Odin was bad. That's just...
Ruthless, barbaric, heartless? That's Odin. In fact, we would do well to sit here in silence for the next few moments and reflect on Odin's capacity for cruelty.
Ooh, piece of candy.
And so...
Reflect longer.
Ooh, piece of candy.
I should charge for this shit.
Good call.
Swag.
We did it! Here we go!
Whoa! Look at this nigga here!
Nanomachine, son!
Looking good, eh?
Wow!
Oh.
Now it's picture time. Look at you.
That's boss. Perfect timing.
Here, boy.
What the fuck? Tomahawk!
Swag.
Pokeball!
Ymir, what can you tell me about that giant lady with the bow?
She was called Skadi, Queen of the Hunt. Her father was Thiotzi, who could take the shape of any wild creature, and taught Skadi how to hunt them all. From the ribs of pack beasts, she fashioned second feet, allowing her to glide upon the snow so no animal could evade her. She became a huntress beyond compare, even to any god. Odin himself wanted her for his bride, believing she would bear him strong sons. But she spurned his affections, and for that insult, Odin vowed revenge. It was put forth that the Aesir were plagued by an eagle who would steal the precious golden apples of Idun. Not even the finest archer among the gods could bring it down. Odin knew that Skadi could not resist the temptation to prove herself superior, and so she joined the hunt. Skadi tracked the eagle as it flew where she alone could glide, and loosed an arrow from her unerring bow. When she collected her quarry, she found no eagle at all, but her own father, poor Thiotzi, slain by his own daughter. She was overcome with grief and shame, for there is nothing nature so reviles as a child who kills their parent. Skadi succumbed to her fate as winter's blanket fell, holding her father as the mountain held her in an embrace to last eternity.
Well, that was sad.
Aye. There aren't many happy endings for giants, I'm afraid.
It's never easy, is it?
You know what? Fuck it!
Oh my god!
Oh, I get it.
Don't come for me!
You know, it wouldn't be me if I didn't lose, dude.
I like that.
I have a question. If Ymir was the first giant, where did he come from?
In the beginning, there was Ganungagol, the great boy. There were no realms yet, only primordial forces. There was fire, and there was ice, and there in the void they met and produced...
Water?
More than water. The mystic lifeblood of something entirely new. From this water, Ymir took form and became a being of pure creation and chaos, mother and father to all that came after.
Even the Aesir?
Aye. Every god, man, and beast came first from Ymir's flesh. Though it was the Aesir who thought themselves so superior that they should hold dominion over the rest of creation. It was Odin who took arms against his creator and spilled Ymir's lifeblood with his spear. A necessary evil, he would say, to bring order to the realms. Ymir's torn flesh, Odin would fashion the realm of Midgard for his own. Called himself All-Father as if he was the creator and not the creator's destroyer. Small, covetous tyrant.
Ymir?
Huh? Oh, sorry, my boy. You know, I think it best we just end it there, actually.
Ymir, is there a story for the giant with the flaming sword?
Suit the brave.
All will suffer. All will burn.
Of course. We've spoken so much of frost giants. It's about time we instead met the most fiery giant of all. Back when Ymir first emerged from Inuyasha, it was Surt who followed next. He came from Muspelheim, the fire realm, bringing heat to the young cosmos, conjuring the sun from his primordial flame. But let's come back to that flaming sword, shall we? Surt the Brave forged his sword of flame for one purpose alone: to burn down Asgard when Ragnarok comes at last. His destiny is to fall at the hands of Thor and Odin, but in so doing, strike the blow that leaves their realm in ash and ruin. From that destruction, the world can be born anew. Until then, alone he waits in Muspelheim, never sleeping, never owning his fiery blade. Brave, generous, who knows he lives but to his doom. All because he chooses to serve a grand cycle so much bigger than himself. To truly embrace your purpose and the patience and sacrifice it demands is to ensure your day will come.
You think we'll be there when that day comes?
I've seen enough of war between the gods. But you, little brother, who can say?
Another piece of the language cipher. Good.
What up, bro? Can we help? Hey, I don't know who you mugging, but you better get the fuck around from me. I'm gonna shoot you right in your motherfucking face. You got a heart of a bitch like John Q's son. I'm a real blood, motherfucker.
Pokeball! Give me your lunch money! Give me your lunch money!
I did okay, yeah?
Better. Ed, you are full of stories. When will you tell one that entertains?
I beg your pardon?
He just insulted you.
Yeah, I got that. So you want a corker, do you? Very well, my brothers. I'll tell you the story of Hrungnir, the brawler. The real story.
There was a huge battle, right? His shrine had him in the middle, fighting off Aesir.
A pretty story, but no. Hrungnir, you see, was born with neither head nor heart. So the giants had to complete him with stone. He was strong, to be sure, but also a perfect simpleton. Odin met him wandering in Midgard one day. Found him so amusing, so harmless, so gullible, that he invites him back to his palace in Asgard. There he gives Hrungnir his fill of mead, and goads him into all manner of boasts and antics, all for the amusement of the court. I was there. I saw the Aesir laugh as Hrungnir leapt upon his shield and swore he'd kill us all and take our womenfolk back to Jotunheim. Then Thor shows up. Does he laugh? Oh no. Thor takes one look at the drunken stone buffoon, brings down Mjolnir on his head so hard that he's got chunks of Hrungnir in his own skull to this day. Thor is so startled by the face full of rock, he doesn't notice Hrungnir's body topple right onto him with a sickening crunch. And again, the roars of laughter echo through the palace halls.
That's an awful story, Mimir. Nothing like the ones Mother told me.
Let that be a lesson, my son. Truth is seldom so pretty as myth and legend.
I still can't believe a son would kill his own father. That's crazy, right? I know, we only got one side of the story. But come on, his own father? I mean, I get angry at you sometimes, but...
Do you?
I mean, sometimes, yeah. A little. But I'd never stab you in the back.
Oh, Jesus.
Hey, Sindri, have you met Mimir?
If you mean the severed head that keeps blinking at me, please, keep it away. There is no possible way that's hygienic.
Those aren't vegan.
Oh, that's nice. Lovely to see you too, Sindri. Knob.
Dumb bitch!
This clan really didn't want anyone coming in. How are we supposed to get through?
There must be a way to lift the gate.
Maybe with the big water wheel.
My thought as well.
Knee! That's right! Eat a old dick, old bitch!
I think you got him.
When are you angry?
What?
With me. When?
Oh, I guess sometimes when you don't think I can do something, but I can.
It is not always easy to know
It's okay. I get it. I'm little. Where's that whetstone, I wonder?
I like that boulder. That is a nice boulder.
Now, die!
Is these bodies on the ground? This is the sun.
Dead as fucking fried chicken.
That ghost son? How do you know?
The sigil. It matches the dagger we found in his father's back. He stood his ground, but it was not enough.
He is so fucking dead.
They betrayed him.
Betrayal begets betrayal. My guess, the young one murdering his dad didn't sit well with the others.
He thought himself ready to lead. It cost him his life.
I guess.
Look there, lad. By his feet.
The whetstone!
How convenient.
Yes. They used it to smash his face in.
They did? Ew.
In order, stand!
The fuck?
Whoa!
Do what you're ready to!
In order, stand! David Class in the mid-air!
Hades awaits!
I'm set!
Ho! Singa Tensei!
I wonder why they left this whetstone on. If Sindri wants it, it must be really useful.
Well, lad, reavers have very specific priorities. If it's not shiny and you can't eat or drink it, might as well use it as a blunt object.
Sir!
Read it, boy.
There's a scroll here. It belonged to the sun. Wow, this goes on and on. Father, forgive me, filled with remorse, forget my actions.
Had he thought before taking action, there would be no need for regret, yes?
Yeah. Maybe we should bring this to his father, back at the storeroom.
We found your whetstone.
Oh, wonderful! This staining is unusual.
The Reavers used it to smash another Reaver's face in.
Oh, wonderful. Here, for your trouble. I can't wait to test out the new whetstone. It may not look like much, but it's practically humming with magic. I've needed a new one after my brother borrowed the last one. I saw him spit on it. To lube it up, he said. I didn't ask for it back. Why? Is that a piece of my braided mistletoe arrow adorning your quiver strap? Oh, a little memento of your good pal Sindri? I'm so terribly touched.
What are you fools doing back here? Come to pilfer my boots and small clothes?
We found your son. He was betrayed too. And we found part of his journal. It sounded like he regretted killing you.
Fat lot of good that does me. How'd he go out? He die fighting?
We found 4 corpses near his. They were decapitated.
Ha! Vandrid always did keep his sword nice and sharp. A lesson he picked up from me. He's a backstabbing bastard, but knowing he's in Valhalla sets me at ease. Thanks.
We did a good thing. I'm glad we came back here.
That thief did not deserve the peace you gave him.
Maybe so. Still, it feels good to help people. Even the dead ones.
So much like your mother.
Wake up, motherfucker!
Fuck wrong with you, nigga? Fuck ass, little punk ass.
Swag.
Give me your damn loot!
What is this place?
Could it be? The 8 Thrones.
Stop being coy, Head. Do you know this place or not?
I'm Mimir, the smartest man alive. I know many things.
Well, whatever this place is, it looks important.
To who? There is little of value here.
Are you sure about that?
Fuck me! Come here, big baller!
Oh my god!
Have you considered a tactical retreat?
Oh, my son! My son is back to...
My baby boy! Oh, hell no!
I'm coming to you!
Clumsy me.
ほう、向かってくるのか。逃げずにこのディオに近づいてくるのか。
Thanks for
Swag.
Are you okay?
My goods are underwater. My men are drowned, and yet their bodies continue to walk the beaches.
Hellwalkers. They plague these lands.
I was their captain. They died because of me. These abominations sully their memories. I will find a way to free them from their tortured state. In this, I am determined. A thunderstorm scattered all 3 of my ships across the lake. I know not what I did to anger Thor. But his judgment was swift and brutal.
Bitch, go!
Buddy!
Right here, playboy.
Oh, stand up!
Have a look at this combo. A big fuck you, nah, 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 fuck you. Whoa! Oh, fucking shit! I felt that one, brother.
Motherfucker, I got a ball! Well done.
Seriously, how did this one captain lead so many men?
He had their loyalty, so they followed.
And then they all died. He must have been a bad leader.
Why do you think that?
Well, he led all of these men to their deaths.
True. But these men chose to follow.
Hmm.
Even good leaders make poor choices. The best take responsibility for them. Remember this.
Father, were you ever a leader?
Many years ago, yes. I led men in battle.
Were you a good leader?
It is complicated.
Youngest and boldest captain in the Spartan army, Kratos inspired fierce loyalty in his men. It had always been enough to carry them through any battle, until this day. The discipline and training of the Spartans did little to stem the tide of the merciless barbarians. The soldiers faced a massacre, while their young captain faced the end of his brilliant career and his life.
Did you
No
ever...
more questions, boy. Focus on the task at hand.
Yes, sir.
Ugh, fuck me.
Summoning jutsu.
Ready, Father! That was the last shift. I hope the captain will be satisfied now.
Unlikely. He was determined to put these men to rest himself.
But he would have never been able to.
That does not matter to him. Our victory will only remind him of his failure.
Then, why do we do this?
Combat League. Combat League.
You good? You got it? Hold on.
Want to help the spirit.
You need the experience.
I've had plenty of experience fighting these things. What's the real reason?
This man inspired loyalty. He took responsibility for his mistakes, and he was determined to fix them. These are good lessons for you.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh. Ooh, piece of candy.
My men are... They roam no longer.
That's right. We killed... we laid them all to rest.
I see. So even in death, I am a failure.
But in life, you were honorable, strong-willed, and you inspired loyalty. These are good qualities, aren't they, boy?
Yeah. I couldn't believe how many men followed you here.
I thank you for your kind words. May your journey have a more pleasant end than mine.
Well, you're right. You didn't seem very satisfied. I guess you never really get over losing ones you care about.
Never.
Stating facts.